Dear soul, the heavens have spoken, and what they bring to you today is nothing short of life-changing. Your soulmate has already made a choice, and this decision is about to shape your destiny in ways you never imagined. But before I reveal everything, you must promise me one thing. Stay with me until the end of this message. If you leave too soon, you might miss something crucial, something that could make all the difference in what happens next. You see, nothing in the universe happens by chance. The fact that you are here, listening to this message at this very moment, is a divine sign. Your heart has been searching for answers, and today, the angels have come to bring them to you. But listen carefully, because what I have to tell you is not just about what is coming. It is about what you must do to prepare for what is about to unfold. There is something your soulmate has felt for a long time, something that has been hidden beneath layers of fear, uncertainty, and divine timing. And now, the moment has arrived. The universe has aligned, and a decision has been made. But the question is, are you truly ready for what is about to happen? Many wish for love, but few understand what it means when the heavens declare that the time has come. This is not just about romance. It is about destiny. A path that has been written long before you were even aware of it. And now, that path is revealing itself to you. But here's what you must know. If you turn away now, if you do not listen until the very end, you might not recognize the signs when they appear before you. So, take a deep breath, open your heart, and stay with me. Because by the time this message is over, you will not only understand what your soulmate has decided, but you will also know exactly what you must do next. If this message resonates with you, if you feel that this is the moment you have been waiting for, write "I am ready" in the comments. The heavens are watching, and they will know your heart is open to receiving this blessing. Dear soul, now that you know your soulmate has made a choice, you must understand what this truly means for you. This is not just an ordinary decision. This is something that carries the weight of destiny, something that has been shaped by divine forces beyond what the human mind can comprehend. And whether you realize it or not, this choice will soon begin to manifest in your life in ways you never expected. You may have felt it already: subtle shifts in energy, moments of deep longing, an unexplainable sense that something is about to change. That is because the decision your soulmate has made is not just about them. It is about both of you, about the connection that has existed between your souls long before you even met in this lifetime. And now, that connection is becoming stronger, more undeniable, pulling both of you toward a moment that will change everything. But before we go any further, I must ask you something important. Have you truly been paying attention to the signs? Because the universe has been trying to show you, to prepare you for what is coming. Maybe it has been through dreams, through unexpected encounters, through a feeling that lingers in your heart no matter how much you try to ignore it. These signs are not coincidences. They are messages from the divine, guiding you toward the love that was always meant to be yours. Yet, even with all of this, you might still find yourself questioning, why now? Why did your soulmate make this choice at this exact moment? The answer, dear soul, is simple. Because the time has come. Because all the barriers that once stood between you are finally falling away. Because all the fears and doubts that once clouded the truth are now dissolving. And now, whether you feel ready or not, the universe is aligning your paths in a way that cannot be stopped. But listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you is something you must not forget. Just because your soulmate has made a decision does not mean that everything will happen effortlessly. You see, when something is truly meant to be, it does not mean that there will be no challenges. It means that the challenges you face will only serve to bring you closer, to strengthen the love that is destined to bloom. So, what does this mean for you? It means that now is the time to prepare yourself, to open your heart fully and completely to what is coming. You may have waited for this moment for so long that part of you has learned to doubt, to question whether it would ever arrive. But I am here to tell you that your waiting has not been in vain. The universe has not forgotten about you. The love you have been seeking is already on its way, moving toward you with a force greater than you can imagine. But I must also warn you, do not let fear cloud your vision, because fear, if you allow it, can make you hesitate, can make you close your heart just when you need to open it the most. And I do not want you to make that mistake. I do not want you to be so caught up in past disappointments, in old wounds, that you fail to recognize the love that is now standing before you. Because yes, your soulmate has made a choice, but now, the choice is also yours. Will you embrace what the universe is bringing to you? Or will you allow doubt to hold you back? Will you trust that love, when it is meant to be, will always find its way? Or will you turn away in fear, convincing yourself that it is too good to be true? I need you to hear me now, dear soul. You must not run from this. You must not let old fears dictate your future. The decision has been made, and now all that is left is for you to step into this new chapter with faith, with courage, with an open heart that is ready to receive the love that has always been yours. And if you are ready, if you feel that this message was meant for you, if your heart is beating faster because deep down you know that the time has come, then let the universe know. Write, "I am ready to receive love" in the comments. Speak it aloud. Feel it in your soul. Because when you declare it, when you align yourself with the energy of what is coming, you become a magnet for the blessings that are already on their way to you. And now, dear soul, I ask you, are you truly ready? Because what comes next will reveal everything. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now, let's move on to what matters most. Dear soul, now that you know the decision has been made, you must understand one thing. The heavens have been working tirelessly to bring this moment into existence. Nothing about this is random. Nothing about this is coincidence. Every delay, every lesson, every tear you have shed in longing for this connection has been part of a grander plan, a divine orchestration that has now reached its turning point. But there is something you may not have realized yet, something hidden beneath the surface of what seems to be unfolding. The forces of the universe, the angels themselves, have been aligning every detail, removing obstacles, and preparing both you and your soulmate for what is to come. But listen closely. Just because the path has been cleared does not mean that you have seen everything yet. In fact, there is something crucial still unfolding, something that you must be aware of before you take your next step. Perhaps you have noticed strange occurrences lately, dreams that feel more real than ever before, repeated numbers appearing when you least expect them, a song that plays at just the right moment and stirs something deep within you. These are not coincidences. These are signs. The heavens are speaking to you, trying to show you what your logical mind may still refuse to see. Your soulmate is closer than you think, and the connection between you is growing stronger with each passing day. But what if I told you that your soulmate has also been receiving signs, that they too have been feeling the weight of this connection, even if they have struggled to understand it? You see, dear soul, love that is written in the stars does not just call to one, it calls to both. Your soulmate has been feeling a pull toward you, a longing they can no longer ignore. That is why the decision has finally been made. But here's the question. Do you recognize the signs that are appearing before you? Or have you been dismissing them, convincing yourself that they are nothing more than coincidence? Because if you are not paying attention, if you do not open your heart to what is happening, you may miss something important. And missing it could mean delaying what is meant to happen between you. The heavens have done their part, but now, it is your turn. You must be willing to see beyond the physical world, beyond what is logical, and trust in the unseen forces that are guiding you. There is something you have not yet realized about your soulmate's journey. While you have been searching for clarity, they have been searching for courage. While you have been longing for answers, they have been longing for certainty. And now, they have finally reached the point where they cannot deny this connection any longer. But there is something they are still struggling with, something that has been weighing on them as they prepare to take the next step toward you. Your soulmate has had to battle their own fears, their own doubts. They have had to break free from past wounds, from beliefs that once held them back. And while the heavens have been working to clear the way, there is still one last test that they must face, one last realization that will solidify everything between you. And that is why you must be prepared. Because when this realization comes, when they finally see what has been in front of them all along, everything will shift, the energy will change, and your paths will begin to merge in a way that is undeniable. But if you are not ready, if you are still caught in hesitation or fear, you may struggle to recognize the moment when it arrives. This is why the angels have brought you this message now, at this precise moment. You are not here by accident. This is not just another passing thought in your day. This is a divine intervention, a sacred calling to prepare you for what is coming. And what is coming is greater than you have ever imagined. So ask yourself, have you truly been listening? Have you truly been watching for the signs? Because if you have not, it is time to start. It is time to open your heart fully, to surrender to the guidance that is being given to you. Because soon, very soon, the last piece of this puzzle will fall into place. And when it does, everything will begin to make sense. But before that happens, there is one more thing you need to know. And what I am about to tell you next will change the way you see everything. Dear soul, now that you understand how the heavens have been aligning everything for this moment, I must ask you something important. Are you truly ready for what comes next? Because now that your soulmate has made a choice, now that the universe has begun moving in your favor, things will not remain the same. This is not just a realization, not just an awakening. This is the beginning of a transformation that will impact your life in ways you have never experienced before. The path is opening before you, but stepping onto it is not something that happens passively. This is where many people falter, thinking that because destiny has written something, it will all unfold effortlessly. But dear soul, I must tell you the truth. When something is truly meant for you, when love is divinely guided, it does not come without tests. It does not come without requiring something from you as well. Your soulmate has reached a turning point. They have battled their own doubts, overcome their own fears, and now they are standing at the edge of a decision that will change everything. But they are not the only one who needs to be prepared. You must be ready too. Because once this love enters your life, there will be no more pretending that you do not feel it. No more convincing yourself that maybe it was just in your imagination. This will be real. This will be undeniable. And the question is, are you ready to embrace it fully? There is something that happens when two souls, destined for each other, finally come together. It is not just about happiness, not just about romance. It is about growth. It is about stepping into a higher version of yourself, about shedding old fears, breaking past limitations, and allowing love to transform you in ways you never expected. This is the part that many do not anticipate. They dream of finding their soulmate, of reuniting with the love they have longed for, but they do not realize that true love requires true readiness. And so, I ask you again, are you truly prepared for what comes next? Because this will not be like anything you have experienced before. This love will challenge you. It will push you beyond your comfort zone. It will demand that you trust in something greater than yourself. If you are still holding on to fears from the past, if you are still guarding your heart because of old wounds, you must begin to let that go. Because what is coming is too powerful to be held back by fear. This connection is not ordinary. It is something that has been written into the fabric of your soul's journey. And now, as the moment of alignment approaches, you must decide. Will you step forward with an open heart, or will you resist what is meant to be? Because resistance can come in many forms. It can come in the form of doubt, questioning whether this is real. It can come in the form of hesitation, allowing fear to make you delay what is already in motion. It can come in the form of self-sabotage, convincing yourself that maybe you are not ready, that maybe this is too good to be true. But dear soul, let me tell you something. When the universe aligns something for you, the only way to lose it is by refusing to receive it. So what will you choose? Will you trust that everything is happening as it should? Will you surrender to the divine timing that has brought you to this very moment? Or will you allow fear to whisper doubts into your mind, keeping you from embracing the love that has already been set in motion? Because I can tell you this with certainty. What comes next will be unlike anything you have ever known. And if you are not prepared, you may struggle to recognize it when it arrives. That is why I am here, why the heavens have sent this message to you now. This is your wake-up call. This is your moment of truth. Your soulmate has already chosen. The universe has already spoken. Now, it is your turn. Will you open your heart and allow yourself to receive this love, or will you let fear stand in your way? And if you are ready, if you can feel in your heart that this message was meant for you, declare it now. Write "I am ready to receive" in the comments. Speak it out loud. Let the universe know that your heart is open, that you are prepared for what is coming, because what happens next will reveal everything. Dear soul, now that you understand that the path is opening, that the universe has aligned everything for this moment, I must share something with you. Something that will change the way you see everything that has happened between you and your soulmate. This is not just about a choice. This is about a realization, one that has taken time to unfold, one that has required both patience and divine intervention. Your soulmate has not only chosen you, they have seen something within you that they can no longer ignore. Something deep within their soul has awakened, and now, for the first time, they understand what this connection truly means. It was not always clear to them. They did not always recognize the significance of what they felt. There were moments when they doubted, when they ran from it, when they tried to convince themselves that it was just another passing emotion. But dear soul, love that is written in the stars does not fade. It only grows stronger, no matter how much one tries to resist it. And now, they can no longer resist. They have reached the point where everything makes sense. They have looked back at every moment, every conversation, every time your energy touched theirs, and they now understand that this was never something ordinary. They now realize that this was always something far greater than what they could explain. But here is what you need to know. This realization has not been easy for them, because with this understanding comes fear, the fear of what it means to fully surrender to something that feels bigger than themselves. The fear of stepping forward, of allowing themselves to be vulnerable in a way they never have before. This is why they hesitated. This is why they fought against it. Not because they did not love you, not because they did not feel the connection, but because truly accepting this kind of love requires courage. And now that courage is being tested. Because even though they have chosen you, even though they know in their heart that this connection is real, they are still standing at the edge, gathering the strength to take that final step. They are ready, but they are also afraid. They have never felt anything this intense before, and part of them wonders, what if it is too late? What if you have already given up on them? What if, after everything, they missed their chance? But listen to me, dear soul. The universe does not make mistakes. If you are still here, if you are still feeling this connection, it is because there is still something unfinished between you. There is still a door that has not yet closed. And what happens next will depend on what you do from this moment forward. This is the moment where everything begins to shift. The energy between you is changing, and soon, very soon, you will begin to see the signs more clearly than ever before. Your soulmate is being pulled toward you, guided by the same force that has been guiding you all along. They are beginning to break free from the fears that once held them back. They are beginning to realize that this love is not something they can ignore, not something they can push away any longer. But now, the question is, will you be ready to receive them when they come? Because here is what you must understand. When they finally take that step, when they finally break their silence and reveal what has been in their heart all along, it will not be perfect. It will not be scripted. It will not happen in the way you may have imagined. Because real love is raw. It is honest. It is filled with uncertainty and vulnerability. And when they come forward, they will be carrying all of that with them. They may not have the perfect words. They may stumble, hesitate, struggle to express everything they feel. But do not let that make you doubt what is real. Do not let that make you question what the universe has spent so much time aligning for you. Because love, true love, is not about perfection. It is about showing up. It is about choosing each other, even when the path is uncertain. And so, dear soul, I ask you this. When that moment comes, when your soulmate finally gathers the courage to step forward, will you be ready? Will you see past their fears, past their hesitation, and recognize the truth of what they are offering you? Or will you let doubt cloud your vision, making you hesitate just when you need to trust the most? Because here is what I can promise you. The moment is coming, sooner than you think. And when it does, you will need to remember everything you have heard here today. You will need to remind yourself that this love is not something ordinary, that this connection has always been written in your soul's journey. So if you are ready, if you can feel in your heart that this moment is near, that everything is about to change, declare it now. Write "I am ready" for the revelation in the comments. Let the universe know that your heart is open, because what happens next will be the turning point that you have been waiting for. Dear soul, now that you know the truth, that your soulmate has chosen you, that they have realized the depth of this connection, that they are preparing to take a step they have never taken before, you must understand something even more important. Because while destiny has aligned your paths, while the universe has worked tirelessly to bring this moment to life, there is still something that rests in your hands. This connection, no matter how powerful, no matter how divinely orchestrated, still requires one thing: your willingness to receive it. And this, dear soul, is where many people unknowingly turn away from what is meant for them. Not because they do not want love, not because they do not believe in destiny, but because they allow fear, doubt, and hesitation to make them resist what their soul has been waiting for all along. So now, I must ask you, are you truly open to receiving what is coming? Because if you are not, you may not even recognize it when it arrives. You may mistake their hesitation for indifference. You may misinterpret their vulnerability as uncertainty. You may allow old fears to cloud your vision, convincing yourself that this is just another test, just another disappointment waiting to happen. And I do not want that for you. I do not want you to spend years longing for something that was already at your door, waiting for you to open your heart and say, "Yes, I am ready." Because here is the truth. This moment, this opportunity, it is not something that will keep waiting forever. Love, even when divinely guided, still requires action. It requires trust. It requires an open heart. So what must you do now? First, you must clear your heart of doubt. I know that may sound difficult, especially if you have been hurt before. If you have spent years wondering when it would be your turn, if you have experienced disappointment, if you have given your heart only to have it mishandled, then I understand why doubt lingers. But dear soul, this is not the past. This is not the same story you have lived before. This is a new beginning, a new chapter, and it deserves to be met with new energy. Your soulmate is stepping forward, but if you are still trapped in the energy of the past, you will struggle to receive them fully. You must allow yourself to believe that what is coming is real, that it is safe, that it is guided by forces greater than anything you have ever known. Second, you must prepare yourself to recognize the signs. The universe does not always reveal things in the way we expect. You may not receive a direct message, a grand gesture, or an undeniable confession all at once. Instead, it may come through small moments, through feelings you cannot shake, through encounters that seem ordinary but are anything but. The key is to trust what you feel, to listen to your intuition, to pay attention to the way the universe is guiding you, and most importantly, you must be ready to receive them with love. When they come forward, when they break their silence, when they finally reveal what they have been holding inside, they may not have the perfect words. They may still be carrying fear. They may struggle to express everything they feel. And this is where your role becomes crucial, because in that moment, what they will need most is your understanding, your patience, your ability to see beyond their hesitation and into the truth of what they are trying to say. If you meet their vulnerability with your own fear, you may push them away without realizing it. If you expect them to come fully confident, fully certain, without any remnants of doubt, you may be waiting for something that is not realistic. Because love, true love, is not about perfection. It is about choosing each other, even in the midst of uncertainty. So ask yourself, when that moment arrives, will you be ready? Will you be able to recognize what is happening, even if it does not look exactly as you expected? Will you trust the energy, the divine alignment, even if your mind tries to question it? Will you meet them with love, with openness, with the understanding that this is something bigger than both of you? Because if you are not truly ready, you may hesitate just when you need to trust the most. And that hesitation could change everything. Dear soul, you have been waiting for this. You have felt this connection. You have longed for this moment. And now, it is almost here. The last thing you want to do is allow fear to hold you back. So right now, make a decision. Decide that you will trust. Decide that you will stay open. Decide that you will not let doubt win. And if you are ready, if you can feel it in your heart, if you know that this message was meant for you, declare it now. Write "I am ready to receive my soulmate" in the comments. Let the universe hear you. Let the angels see your faith. because what happens next is closer than you think. Dear soul, now that you have opened your heart, now that you are preparing yourself to receive the love that has been divinely orchestrated for you, there is one more thing you must know. The universe is working in your favor, and soon, a sign will appear that will confirm everything you have been feeling. But this sign is not just about reassurance. It is about your final test. It is about your readiness to truly embrace the connection that has been placed in your life, and to recognize when the moment is right for everything to come together. You see, everything that has led you here has been part of a greater plan. Every challenge, every disappointment, every moment of longing, it has all been preparing you for this moment. And now, the universe is about to send you the final confirmation that your soulmate is not just a dream, not just a hope, but a reality that is unfolding in front of you. But here is the catch. This sign may not be as clear as you expect it to be. It may come in the form of a simple encounter, an unexpected conversation, or a moment when everything seems to fall into place in a way you cannot explain. It may not be grand or dramatic, but it will be powerful. It will be a subtle shift in energy that will leave you with no doubt in your heart that the connection you have been waiting for is finally within your grasp. But here's where you must be cautious. This sign may be so subtle that you might miss it if you are not paying attention. You see, when the universe is aligning everything for you, it does not always announce itself with fireworks or grand gestures. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a quiet whisper, a gentle nudge, a fleeting moment that seems ordinary, but holds the key to everything you have been waiting for. The question is, will you be ready to recognize it? If you are still uncertain, still waiting for a sign that will come in the form of something loud and unmistakable, you may find yourself looking for something that will never appear. The truth is, the universe speaks in many ways, and it is your job to listen with an open heart, to be present in every moment, and to trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. When this sign arrives, it will be your opportunity to take a step forward, to make the choice that will shape your future. It will be your chance to show the universe that you are ready, that you are open, and that you will not let this moment slip away. And here is something you must remember. This sign will not only be about your soulmate, it will also be about you, about how you are choosing to move forward, how you are deciding to embrace the love that has been prepared for you. Because, dear soul, love is not just about what your soulmate is willing to offer. It is also about how you are willing to receive it. And this sign will remind you of that. It will challenge you to choose love, to step into this new chapter with open arms, to trust in the divine timing that has brought you here. The universe is preparing to show you the way, but it is up to you to walk through the door when it opens. And when that sign comes, you must be ready to move. You must trust that everything has been aligned for you, that the time has arrived, and that your soulmate is ready to step into your life in a way that will change everything. You may have waited a long time for this moment. You may have doubted, questioned, wondered if it would ever come. But I am here to tell you that it is already happening. The universe is ready, your soulmate is ready, and now, it is your turn. So when the sign appears, trust it. When it comes, do not hesitate. Do not second-guess yourself. This is the moment you have been waiting for, and you are prepared to recognize it for what it truly is. Because when you see it, when you feel it, there will be no doubt in your heart that this is your time. And so I ask you, dear soul, are you ready to take that step? Are you ready to recognize the sign when it appears? If you are, declare it now. Write "I am ready" for the sign in the comments, and let the universe hear your heart, because what happens next will change everything. The love you have been waiting for is on its way, and the final confirmation is closer than you think. Stay open, stay present, and trust that the universe is guiding you toward everything you have ever dreamed of. Dear soul, the time has come. The journey you've been on, the waiting, the longing, the signs you've received, they have all led to this very moment. The moment when everything is about to change. The universe has prepared you. Your soulmate has made their choice, and the path before you is now open. But the most important question now is, what will you do with this opportunity? This is not just about fate anymore. It is about your choice. The decision you make now, in this moment, will set the course for everything that is to come. This is where the power lies in your hands. The universe has given you everything you need. The love that has been prepared for you is right in front of you, but it is up to you to decide whether you will walk through that door or let the opportunity slip away. I know, dear soul, that the weight of this decision may feel overwhelming. It may stir up fears, doubts, and even insecurities. But understand this: the universe would not have brought you this far, would not have orchestrated everything so perfectly if it were not meant to happen. You have been led to this moment for a reason, and now it is time to trust in the divine plan that has been unfolding. You may be wondering, what if I am not ready? What if I make the wrong choice? But let me tell you, the universe does not require perfection. What it requires is courage, an open heart, and the willingness to take a leap of faith. This is your time to step into the love that has always been meant for you. This is the moment when your dreams, your hopes, your deepest desires are all within reach, but only you can decide if you will reach out and claim them. Understand that your soulmate has made their choice. They have come to this point because they too feel the pull of this connection. They are ready to move forward. But now, it is your turn. The question is, will you choose to walk this path with them? Will you trust the love that is being offered to you, even if it means stepping into the unknown? I know that in the past, love may have been difficult. You may have been hurt, disappointed, or led astray. But this is different. This love is different. It is not the love of your past. It is not the love you have known before. This is the love that the universe has prepared for you. It is pure, it is real, and it is ready to transform your life. But to receive it, you must take the first step. You must make the decision to open your heart, to step into this new chapter, and to embrace everything that is waiting for you. This moment will not wait forever. The universe is aligning everything for you, but it will only unfold as far as you are willing to go. Do not allow fear to stop you. Do not let hesitation cloud your judgment. This is your time. You were brought here for a reason, and now you must choose to move forward. I know it can be scary, but I promise you, you are not alone. The angels, the universe, your soulmate, they are all here, supporting you, guiding you, waiting for you to take this step. So, I ask you, dear soul, what will you choose? Will you step forward into the love that has been waiting for you? Or will you let doubt and fear hold you back? The time to decide is now. And if you are ready, if you feel in your heart that you are prepared to embrace this love, declare it now. Write "I am ready for love" in the comments. Speak it aloud. Let the universe know that your heart is open, that you are ready to receive the gift that has been prepared for you. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith. The moment has arrived. The universe is waiting for your response. Your soulmate is waiting for your response. And the only thing left to do is to step into this love with open arms. Because everything you have been waiting for is right here, waiting for you to claim it. This is your time, and everything that has happened until now has been leading to this moment. Trust in yourself. Trust in the love that is unfolding. And most of all, trust that you are ready. You are ready for the love that is about to change everything.